And of course, if you're not familiar with the Auto Trader, you've probably been hiding in a cave underneath the chock full of all great auto buys. Whatever you happen to be looking for, you usually can find. The Auto Trader not only prints the Auto Trader, they print the Truck Trader and the Heavy Equipment Trader and the Airplane Trader and a Motorcycle Trader and all kinds of stuff. So whatever you happen to be looking for, you can usually find at the local convenience stores. And of course, if you have a vehicle that's your landing lounge, physician and surgeon Dr. Thomas E. Mathias, the Clearview Baptist Church, is sponsor on there. And of course, Corky Racing in memory of Nafty 6. Rob Partlow will be in the 9, and the 00 car is Pat Grimes. As the green is out, we are underway. Bill Gerhardt grabbing the early advantage in the 84. Ryan Tile works his way into second. We've got him 3 wide. Corky Craver forcing the issue off the corner. Moves to the outside of Ed Kidd. Frank Cecilio way out of the groove. Drops some position. Ryan Tile looking to the inside of Gerhardt, going down into 3. Running out of room. They bump together, and it's chain reaction time through 3 and 4. Gerhardt will hold the lead. Corky Craver was in the right place. He was on the outside lane, managed to miss all that. And now he'll work to the high side of the 84, Bill Gerhardt, and take the lead going into turn 3. Meanwhile, Mark Cooper in the 70 works to the inside of Ryan Tile. Ryan's car pushes up the racetrack. He's going to lose some spots now as Cooper gets bumped to the infield, and he'll lose some ground. Now he'll try it back down on the inside. We've got a whole mess of cars coming off the corner. Ryan Tile turned around into the wall. Didn't hit it real hard, and then Ed Kidd got into him over there, but that's going to bring out a caution. Ryan Tile's pretty much dented up the nose of the 44. Ed Kidd out. The green is back out to get 3 laps completed. Corky Craver leading the way in the 5 car. Bill Gerhardt hanging on to that second spot as Mark Cooper tries to work to the high side, and here comes Pat Grimes in the 00. Looking to the inside, no room there. Frank Cecilio spins it around over there in the corner, gets it back underway again. Mark Cooper now into the second spot, and Pat Grimes moves up to the outside lane to try to get around Bill Gerhardt. A lap and a half to get the job done here. Corky Craver. Coming down here, actually 2 laps to go now. As I again misread the lap counter. Pat Grimes has moved up to 3rd. Robert Crisp just took the 4th spot in the 2 car. Corky Craver's car a little while handling off the corner. Mark Cooper's been able to close in a little bit, and the white flag is out. 1 lap to go. Meanwhile, Robert Crisp in the number 2. Trying to make a move on Pat Grimes here as the checkered flag falls. Corky Craver wins it. A little wild one coming down here for 3rd. Craver took the win. 2nd spot to Cooper in the 7. Robert Crisp gets 3rd in the 2. 4th spot to the 00, Pat Grimes. And coming home 5th in the number. And we get ready to line up heat race your 8. And setting the rest of the lineup, Steve Alone will be out there in the number 3. And again, Burdine's elected to the rear of the field. Bruce Carver will jump out to the early advantage. Bruce Cooney out there in the 67. We missed him on the starting lineup, but he quickly takes over the 2nd spot. Bobby Montezuma sliding way up high on a racetrack, and he's lost a lot of positions. Remember, only the top 8 cars at each one of these heats will actually make the feature event. The Whitey's Transmission 0 car, Mason Love up on the outside. He and Scott Charles fighting it out for 3rd. Bruce Carver continues to lead the way. Look at the cars coming up on the outside now. Racing Mason Love in the 0 and Steve Alone in the 20. Both trying to make that outside lane work for him. Mason Love takes over the 2nd spot. Here comes Steve Alone trying to get 3rd away from Bruce Cooney. Scott Charles stays tucked in on the low side. Now Mike Leacock's going to work the outside lane. Top 8 cars are running right together. Everybody else is going to be putting them on the trailer if something happens, if something doesn't happen up front here soon. Mason Love, look at him working that outside lane. A rookie this year here in the street stock division, but looking strong here. Works the high side on the 34 at Carver. Takes the lead, working down the back straightaway, and Steve Alone up on the high side as well, trying to get around the Carver car as well. 5 laps completed, still 3 to go. And now Steve Alone clears Bruce Carver and goes off after Mason Love. Meanwhile, some 3-wide action. Watch it going into 3 there for a moment. Mike Leacock. Whoa, as Cooney gets turned around into Todd Murphy. Murphy down in the grass trying to get back out on the track without losing that 8th spot away to Ron Burdine. Here's a side-by-side battle for the lead as the white flag comes out. Steve Alone by a bumper as they came by that time. Steve Alone takes over the top spot from Mason Love. They'll come down to the checkered flag, and Steve Alone will bring home the win in the 20. Mason Love gets second, third to Chet Sinakosoff. 4th spot going to the 13 of Mike Leacock, 5th to Scott Charles in the 32, and then also make it the feature this season, but couldn't quite come up with enough sponsorship to do it. So if you're from last year, James Everett will be in the 19 car. James coming in from Largo, sponsored by Green Parrot Pub and Eateries. Bill Alicki Carpentry. Timo's Auto by the 57. Barry Bartlett in the 71, Mike Carr in the 72, and Shannon Lingell in the 01. And the green is out. We're underway. Again, 8 laps in this 3rd heat for the Auto Trader Street Stocks. Jim Hoole getting the best of Jeff Schlope going down the back straightaway. Takes over the top spot. Now Schlope battles back on the inside. Gets a little sideways, though. Jim Hoole will have that spot going into turn 1. Kevin Butlin runs in 3rd. Gary Templeton moving to the inside of the 19 car. James Everett, that's for 4th. Guy on the bubble right now, the 72 of Mike Carr, as he battles it out with Bobby Baldwin for the final transfer spot. Carr making a move underneath Pete Kuhn, and problems for Jeff Schlope. Had a little bit of a tough time getting through turn 2, and he's dropped about 3 more spots. Up front, Jim Hoole in the 80 machine. Another driver who is in just a couple car lengths away from a first feature win out here, and he looks pretty good again tonight in that 80 machine. Halfway signal coming out on the field. Gary Templeton up at that 2nd spot. Well, he's got that car hooked up real good tonight. He's trying to close in on the leader. Again, that battle back there for the final transfer position here. Baldwin trying to take 7th spot from Schlope. That'll move Schlope back to 8th, so it's going to be up to Schlope and Pete Kuhn to fight it out for that last spot, and they just ran right into each other down there, spun each other out. See if we're going to need a caution, or if they're both going to be able to get going again. That could be a big break for Shannon Lingell in the 0-1. In fact, these 2 cars both going a lap down now, so Shannon Lingell all of a sudden picks up the 8th position on the racetrack, and that would move him into the feature event. White flag out. 1 lap to go. Gary Templeton closes it down to within about a car length, but Jim Hoole's going to hang on here and take home the win in car number 80. Templeton finishes 2nd. Kevin Butlin takes the 3rd spot in the 38. Mike Carr coming in for 4th in the 72. 5th spot of the 19 of James Everett. And also qualifying for the feature event will be Barry Bartlett, Bobby Baldwin, and if he decides to run, Shannon Lingell. Sometimes a call tonight for the Legends cars. So Tommy, go on, take the mic from me here. Let me rest my old voice here.
Finishing 2nd last night at Orlando Speed World. That is the Murray Logan Construction Golden Bear Tours. That's the Jack Nicklaus sponsored entry for Andy Logan out of West Palm Beach, and starting scratch on the field in the 06 car, his brother David Logan, currently leading the point standings here. as we get set to turn them loose, and Tim Williamson fires the engines off of turn number 4. In tow, the 32 car dives to the inside. That is Russ Allen, the Claremont driver. Now he feels pressure from Ed Lapine. Lapine goes to the bottom in car 29, the silver Ford. He'll tuck underneath. He'll try to pick up the spot past Russ Allen. Allen now fights back on the outside. Side by side this time, Lapine clears the 32 car, and he brings the 06 of David Logan all the way from the back of the pack. Logan now in the 06 tries to get underneath. He clears Russ Allen past the stripe. And right behind the team car, his brother in car number 10, Andy Logan. They go at it. They'll battle for the 3rd spot. Coming off of turn number 4, dirt tracking at Tim Williamson in car number 6. Has that Psycho Race Tech Ford up to full song, holding off the challenges of Eddie Lapine in car 29. Now here comes the 06. David Logan works the back bumper. It's a 4-car breakaway now coming off of turn number 4. They're halfway to go. As they enter into turn number 3, Williamson still with the advantage. That car getting exceptionally loose coming off the turn. Lapine takes a look on the inside. Now he's going to try the outside. He's going to pull Logan Brothers right on his back deck lid. This time they'll squeak by on the inside. Lapine gets a run, taking advantage of Williamson's loose condition. Now Williamson comes back on the outside, 2x2, 2 rows deep off of turn 4. Lapine with the advantage. Now Williamson fights back, a seesaw battle off of turn 2. Now Lapine clears Williamson, and it's a 2-car Logan battle for 3rd as they go at it. The 06 and the 10 car, what a battle we have going on as they work the inside and outside of Tim Williamson's number 6 car. This time they'll take the checkered flag. Heat race number 1. It looks like Lapine right behind Williamson stands on it sideways, and he'll have to hold off. And he does. He holds off the challenge of Andy Logan in the 10 car and the 06 of David. We get set to go. Heat race number 2 for the Legends cars for Teddy Richard. Inside row number 3, driving car number 2. It's the Get In Gear Performance Ed Brown Racing Sign Wizard sponsored entry. Also a little, that's David McCall out of Leesburg as we get set to turn them loose. Gary White jumps out to the point. Gilbreth to the outside. Those 2 sedans going at it. We're going to go 3 wide. Paul Shrine tucks underneath. Ed Brown follows. What a move in turn number 2. Shrine picks up the spot from the inside position of row 2. Leads with 1 lap in the books. Eddie Brown on his back bumper. Looks like the track's getting a little bit slick down there at turns 1 and 2, and several of the cars are starting to scoot a little sideways. Brown now challenges to the inside. Brown and Shrine door to door off of 4 will give the advantage right now at the stripe. Dead even. Looks like Shrine's going to power back, but Brown will have the preferred line through turn 1. Middle of the back stretch heading into 3. Ed Brown clears the 74F of Paul Shrine. The 101 car of Gilbreth sits in 3rd sideways. He'll open the door for Ted Richard to look on the outside and try to pick up that 3rd position. Now Ed Brown gives way. Paul Shrine Jr. tucks underneath. Those 2 drivers going at it. It's a 2-car battle off of turn 4. Brown out to the inside. Shrine tries to close the door. This time he can't do it. Ed Brown holds the inside line. Dead heat now. Brown with about a 3-car. They give that a 3-foot advantage. Not much of an advantage at all. Shrine now will look to the inside. And he does that. Brown almost into the wall. Takes a look to see where Shrine is. Shrine's getting a run off of turn 2. He'll drift to the outside. Brown still holds the lead going into turn number 3. Shrine all the way down into the speed bumps under the white line to take a look. Can't do it this time by. Still with the advantage. This time it'll be 1 to go if we're Ed Brown as he sails into turn number 3 in the deuce. Right behind the 74F of Paul Shrine Jr. The white flag wave. Shrine's going to take a look on the outside and he'll tuck it back in. Can't make it happen this time. Brown with about a 2-car length advantage, and Shrine, he's going to inch up. Let's see if he can pull it off right at the finish here. Brown gets a little loose. Brown takes the win. Trine comes home second. The 74 of Teddy Richard comes home in third. The 101 of Jack Gilbreth. Then it's the 51 of Gary White.
Parts mini stock heat events. Christy Walker, you need to come to the 68 car tonight. In car number 81, it'll be Steve Pilo out of Safety Harbor, the Pasadena Insurance Bernie Mill CPA sponsored machine. Race number 1 for the one-stop auto parts mini stock division. And the green comes out. Tom Tatraszewski into 78 gets around the Waterside Marine 35 of Randy Foote in the start, but Randy trying to make a charge back through. Watch it. Man, oh man. I think the only thing that happened is that the trunk fell off Randy Foote's car. Everybody else went sliding and skidding, and let's see, the 75 car has a little bit of damage to it. But Marty Nikens, the leader in the 70 car, is setting a pretty feverish pace right now, as all those cars that got tangled up earlier are in the back of the field. So Nikens taking advantage of that. He's wasting little time on taking a big lead. Steve Pilo in second, Tim Harmon running in the third spot. Again, this is a qualifying heat. Only the top 8 cars make the feature, so the guy in the bubble right now is Taylor in 5. And right now, he's in pretty good shape, although Tom Bennett's got a problem with that 82 car really pushing in the corners. That car driving sort of like a snowplow right now. It's just a 6-lap heat event here, so only 2 laps remaining in this one. And right now, Rick Taylor in the 5 looks like he's going to... Whoa, man! Look at this, the 07. Skip Sherry spins out on the backstretch. That'll lose him a spot in the feature event. White flag's out, 1 lap to go. Battle for third now as Doug Hopper in the 68 makes a move underneath Tim Harmon. Checkered flag coming out. Marty Nikens wins it in the 72nd spot to Pilo in the 81 at the line. Third, too close to call. This spot is going to end up going to Jeff Moore in the 75. And also qualifying for the feature will be Tom Bennett in the 82, Rick Taylor in the 5, and dead heat for third between the 8 of Tim Harmon and the 6. It's amazing just to see her out there. Glenn Kelly out there in the 16 car. Glenn coming in from Port Richey. In the number 97, it'll be Wayne Mathers in the 55, Lee Blakesley in the 33, and Mark Pettit in the number 02. As the green comes out, we're underway. Bit of a slow start to that one, but everybody underway now. And again, the top 8 will make the feature event. Bonnie Henry jumps out to the early advantage in the 44. And she spins it around right in front of the whole field. Everybody misses her. Will stay under green as she tries to get that one underway. That could drop her all the way from first to out of the feature. Tim McPhail took advantage of all that. He grabs the lead in the 30 car. Back after a whole bunch of damage was inflicted on that one the other week. You can see all the new body work on that one. Andy Green runs in second. Rick Beinecke hanging on to third. Mary Green, despite some of those painful injuries from last week, out there giving it her best in that 6 car. Glenn Kelly hanging on to 5th. Car to bubble right now. Mathewson in the 97 at the halfway mark. He runs in the final transfer spot in 8th. Quite a ways in front of Lee Blakesley in the 33. I understand Scott Riefner is driving the 97 tonight in place of Wayne Mathewson. That's a change on our lineup. Scott Riefner in the 97 car. The 98 car blew up in the warm-up, so Wayne Mathewson loaned Scott his car because Scott's up in the point standings right now. All right, white flag's out, 1 lap to go. Kelly in the 16 gets into the side of Mary Green's car. They slow down. Skip Buchanan's going to take advantage of that, get around Kelly and try to get around Mary Green as well. Checkered flag will come out. Tim McPhail's going to win it over Andy Green. Rick Beinecke in the 93 gets third. Mary Green will hang on for fourth in the 6th. Fifth spot to the 49 of Buchanan. England Kelly Kenny Moore, and Scott Reifner will all also make it into tonight. You'll receive a $4 certificate for your $3 membership fee. You earn 5% every time. Backstreet Paint and Body Shop among the sponsors on that. Brand new car, looking good. Mark Menez had to make a quick pit stop. They had forgot to put the gas cap on that one. Wheels. Bud Spencer will start outside of him then. As the green comes out, we're underway. Gary Allen grabs the advantage in the 45. Bud Spencer hanging on to that second spot. Again, top 8 qualify for the feature event. Tom Meyer on an early charge here in the 04, trying to work underneath Greg Lukey's ice-cold air spud. Gary Allen setting the pace. Jay Zolciak has been the guy to beat in this class this year, has not been able to make much of a move so far since the start of this one. Now he's underneath Valdez. 3 wide for a moment heading into turn 1. Lukey backs out of it. Zolciak will move in underneath Valdez, take over the 5th spot. And Jay gets it sideways and spins out and gets hit head on by the 2 car of Jim Ellis. And too much damage on the 31 of Greg Lukey. He's not going to be able to continue. That'll bring out a caution here. Well, maybe not. No caution. Oh, the point leader could be in real trouble here now. No, there goes the 26 sliding through the infield down there. Bud Spencer back underway. He holds 5th. Zolciak in that 69 trying to gain back the spots he lost earlier. And now Menez gets sideways up there, nearly spins out. Zolciak trying to work around our new driver tonight, Rotkis in the 36. Zolciak gets a little high over there. Checkered flag out. Gary Allen will win it. Valdez finishes 2nd. Meyer 3rd in the 04. 4th to Zimmerman in the 47. 5th to Spencer in the 26. 6th to Jim Ellis in the 2. 7th spot going to go to the 69, number 23. Rick up there on the 70 of Jeremy Gerstner. Wanted to mention them. Hose and Hydraulic among the sponsors on Bill Atkins' brand new car. It's a good-looking race car, that number 15. Makes its way from the Speedway. Boy, we're ready for a fast start on this one. Green is out. We're underway. Jeremy Gerstner, who has really looked strong here recently. He grabs the early advantage now from the 11 of Jimmy Thompson. They bumped a little bit going down the backstretch. But Gerstner gets the advantage. Chris Robbins will tuck into 3rd place behind Thompson. And Mike Bell moves up into the 4th spot. Jeremy Gerstner looking really good tonight in that 70, pulling away from Jimmy Thompson. Ronnie Larson to the inside of Larry Shobe. That's for 5th spot. As the halfway signals out, 4 down and 4 to go. Robbins still putting the pressure on Thompson with that 11 car. Robbins tucks in behind, trying to find some room to the inside. White flag will be out this time. 1 lap to go, and Jeremy Gerstner leaving the rest of the field behind in this heat race. Checkered flag is out, and Jeremy Gerstner will bring home the win in the 70. Second spot to Jimmy Thompson in the 11. Coming home 3rd will be the 88 of Chris Rod. Of him in the number 76 out of Tampa, GM Performance Center. Q Auto Accident Attorneys, of course, Leonard's business. in the Ronnie Isaacs car tonight, the 78. As the green is out, we're underway, and Greg Reeves grabs the lead. Danny Curry with a bit of a problem going into the corner. Had everybody scattering there. Leonard McHugh got the worst of that. Up front, Reeves trying to hang on to the lead. Catalano up on the outside. Jay Steele and Luke Hill waiting to see what's going to happen. Catalano just about spun out right in front of the zero car of Steele. Steele works his way through, as does the 41 of Luke Hill. And here comes Curry in the 77. He'll take over the 4th spot. Luke Hill now wants to make a challenge on Jay Steele in the zeros. Reeves continues to set the pace here. Great race for the lead. Oh, look at this. The zero car tried to tuck underneath. Meanwhile, a 41 of Hill going up on the outside here at the halfway mark. 4 down, 4 to go. Luke Hill really making that outside groove work tonight. Takes over the top spot going into turn number 3. Danny Curry has really caught fire as well. He works around the outside and blasts to that 2nd spot. Reeves drops back to 3rd. Jimmy Moore in the 3 car had moved his way up there, but he slipped wide off of turn 2. Couple of laps left. Luke Hill still sets the pace. Danny Curry rides in 2nd. They begin to pull away now from everybody else. White flag will be out on the field this time. As Luke Hill looked like he was going to run away for a little while, but Danny Curry has been able to cut down the distance. And now Jay Steele finally able to get around Greg Reeves in the 12. Checkered flag will come out. Luke Hill will bring home the win in the 41. 2nd spot to Curry in the 77. 3rd spot will go to the 0 of Jay Steele. 4th spot to Reeves in the 12. And 5th spot to Doug Catalano. All right. One alternate. And that's going to be, it looks like Frank Cecilio is going to be our alternate in the 26. So the 26, the first alternate able to go, the car that did not get out there in time, and that's Carver in the 34. And he's making his way out right now. Okay, there's the green, 20 laps of racing. Oh, and what a tough break for Scott Charles. They left a hood pin off of that car, it looks like. Carver comes on the track right in front of the whole field. Looks like everybody's going to make it through okay, though. Scott Charles in that 32, have to keep an eye on that with that hood flopping in the wind there to see whether Laverne Patrick may issue a black flag here. Hand it over to David Waters to toss out, but so far so good for Scott Charles. Up front, Mark Cooper looking for his 3rd win of the year. Leading the way, Gary Templeton in that 2nd spot. Shannon Lingell has earned a few bucks, and Steve Alone and Pat Grimes get together down there. Grimes' car looks pretty busted up on the left front, but he's going to be able to continue, although we'll get a yellow. Yellow is out. A lot of damage there on the front of the 00 car. Flat tire on it, too. He'll head to the pit right now, running in the 10th position. Green is out. We're underway. Mark Cooper with the top spot. Mike Leacock, the current point leader in this one, running in the 6th spot. Now trying to take 5th away from Bobby Baldwin, and he'll take that and bring Alan Summers right with him. 2-car breakaway in front with Mark Cooper and Gary Templeton. Robert Crisp hanging on to 3rd, sliding right up to the wall. Gary Templeton trying to get an advantage with that 8 car. He's got it holding good in the low groove tonight, especially out of turn 2. Top 32 again continue to pull away just a little bit from the third place battle between Robert Crisp and the 32 of Scott Charles. Mike Leacock in fifth, but has been unable to really make much of a gain on Scott Charles. Coming up on the halfway mark here in our Auto Trader Street Stock feature, and Mark Cooper and Gary Templeton continue to run nose to tail here, well in front of Robert Crisp in the 2. The battle is on now for fourth spot as we've got us a good battle going on. Mike Leacock in the 13 slides a little high now, and here comes Alan Summers trying to take over in fifth spot. Scott Charles in front of them having some problems. Watch it here as Summers and Charles got together and everybody having to jam the brakes on as Alan Summers takes advantage of all that. Now they're beating and banging on each other further back through there. Scott Charles, I believe, has got a flat tire on that 32. And Bobby Baldwin also has a flat. And now they're banging into each other again. Mike Carr goes for a ride off into the infield. Boy, things were nice and quiet for a while, but got a little wild here in the past few laps. Here are your leaders coming through. Now we've got problems on the backstretch. Somebody blew up. The 9 car may have been the one that started it all off. I'm not sure. Dumped a bunch of oil or water on the racetrack, and man, we had some. All right, here we go. 8 laps remaining to decide this one. Mark Cooper has led every lap so far. We're back underway. Gary Templeton now still trying to find some room to the inside. Robert Crisp tucking in there as well. Cooper, though, with plenty of straightaway speed. Again, here comes Templeton. Oh, and Robert Crisp has got a problem in the 2 car. Robert Crisp drops off the pad. Cooper in trouble off the corner, gets her sideways. Ends up down in the infield, and Gary Templeton moves out front. Now we've got Bruce Carver spinning over in turn 2. He'll get out of the way. So Gary Templeton with the top spot. Alan Summers running in the second position. Mike Leacock in the 13. He takes a look to the inside of Summers here. We've got a battle going on for second now. Mike Leacock makes the move, takes the second spot, going down a backstretch. Here comes Todd Murphy in the 3. Teammates Chet Sinakosoff and Corky Craver battling it out here with Barry Bartlett for position as well. And Summers, his car has begun to backslide a little bit as well as Murphy goes around and takes over third. And now Scott Charles having some problems in the back of the pack, along with Steve Alone. 2 to go signal is out, 2 laps to go. Battle on for second now as Murphy's reeled in Leacock. Side-by-side battle between the 2 teammates for 5th position. Sinakosoff on the inside, Craver on the outside. They just beat and bang on each other. Gary Templeton puts a lap on Steve Alone again, and he's about set to come in for his second win of the year. Gary Templeton takes home the win. Mike Leacock's going to get second spot over Murphy in the number 3. So wild and wacky one there for the Auto Trader Street Stocks tonight. And Gary Templeton, for once the guy who's leading the points, actually has a good night. Third spot goes Domino's Pizza Open Wheel Modified Feature Late Model Feature Event. Our Q Auto Accident Attorneys Mini Stock, or Q Auto Accident Attorneys Figure 8 Feature Event photo. Right now, though, put your hands together for your winner tonight in the Auto Trader Street Stocks. It's Gary Templeton. Gary Templeton in car number 8. And I know that Gary tonight, if he could imitate Elvis, would say, "Thank you very much." That's the way you get him sometimes. He was there and putting the pressure on, and that's what you gotta do. And there's the green. We are underway. Frank Hill that took the plexiglass off his office desk and attached it to the rear of his car, leading the way so far. And Frank with a big run here. Remember, he won last week. He brings home the win and will eliminate Embry Welding. Expressway Used Auto Parts, his sponsors. Donnie Hines, though, grabs that early advantage from that standing start. Here they come out of 4, and Donnie Hines just hugging the inside. We'll move on and eliminate David Rotenberg, sealing specialists. All right, here we go. Embry in the Silver Bullet pick-em-up truck. 1949 Ford pickup. Hanging on to the top spot. Dave Tennis trying to stay with him. But it will be Doug Embry. All right, here we go. Paul Godby gets a big advantage in the 09 car. And unless he hits something, he's going to win it easily. Paul Godby brings it home, and he will eliminate Stephen Embry. Here we go. Frank Hill on the inside has the advantage. Donnie Hines trying to stay with him. Donnie Hines trying to make it close, but Frank Hill going to bring it home and eliminate Donnie. And the green is out. Paul Godby does not get a very good start. And Doug Embry looking in his rearview mirror and probably realizes he can maybe take it a little easy here. Oh, Godby way up high. He just missed the wall. Here we go. Frank Hill has to maintain the outside groove through 1 and 2, and then it's up to him to go wherever he wants to. Embry trying to make a challenge down low, but it's going to be Frank Hill taking 2 in a row as he beats. So we'll bring Frank down here into victory lane. Next up on the grid, car number 06 out of Jupiter. That's another Murray Logan Construction Golden Bear Tours Ford for David Logan. Alongside of David Logan in car number 12 out of Orlando, the Garrettson Racing Absolute Signs Ford, car number 12 for Charlie Gilliamson on the front row with Jack Gilbreth, and the green flag waves. Down into turn number 1, Gilbreth comes along on the outside, side by side. Williamson to the inside, a 3-car battle in mid-pack. They're going to go 4 wide. Look at Doc Ward on the inside in car 5. Look at them stack them deep. There's the 32. Russ Allen loops it around in heavy traffic. Clear off the track, no caution. We've got a tangle at turn number 1. The 51 of Gary White spins is collected by the 70. And enjoy some good racing with the rest of the old-timers. So here we go racing. Once again, Tim Williamson out to the point. Battle starting to shape up for the third spot. Here comes Teddy Richard. He blasts around Bill Brown.
Richards to the outside. Now Lapine goes underneath Doc Ward. Right behind in the 74F, Paul Shrine looks to get that inside line. A number of cars getting underneath Doc Ward. Now the 06 David Logan picks up the spot, and so does Ed Brown in the 2. Williamson now by about 5 car lengths over Gilbreth's 101. Teddy Richard dogging it out there with Andy Logan in car number 10. 3 wide coming off of turn number 4. Paul Shrine goes the outside, threads the needle. He gets up along the deuce of Ed Brown. Brown on the back bumper of David Logan as they now go single file into turn number 3. 4 laps in the books now, up at the point by about 5 car lengths. Timmy Williamson from Miramar shows the way in the Williamson Racing number 6. Gilbreth holds down the 2nd spot, and a dogfight going on between Teddy Richard in the 74 and Andy Logan in car 10. Richard, he hangs it out, opening the door for Logan. Logan shoots to the inside, but Richard comes back. Side by side now, here goes Logan. He gets the run off of turn number 2 in the 10. He picks up the spot over Richard. A little bit further back in the pack, the battle between Ed Lapine in car 29 and Paul Shrine Jr. heats up. Those 2 drivers side by side battle into turn number 1. Now Gilbreth in the 101 feels the pressure from Andy Logan. Logan goes to the bottom of the racetrack, puts the Golden Bear Tours Ford to the bottom into 2nd spot. And now he'll go to work on Tim Williamson's number 6 as they cruise into turn number 3. Clicking off one other lap, complete still Williamson by 5 car lengths over Andy Logan's number 10. Lap traffic now the 101 of Gilbreth. He gets pressure from the 06 of David Logan. Logan hard on the binders, trying to sneak underneath into 3. This time he'll do it at the stripe, and he'll bring Ed Brown down to the bottom along with him. Ed Brown now coming off a 2, gets the run, disposes of the Gilbreth 101 machine. And now here comes Timmy Williamson hanging it out at the lead, getting around the 7 of Bill Brown. And he's got his hands full. Here comes Andy Logan working the back bumper. 2 Fords going at it off of turn 2. Halfway in this 20-lap feature event still, Tim Williamson showing the way. Logan sits in 2nd. Then it's the other Logan, David Logan, in 3rd, followed by Ed Brown. Brown now applies the pressure, trying to get ever closer to David. Tight battle for the lead now. Williamson shows the way. Logan right on the back bumper. He'll dive to the inside. This time he cannot quite pull it off. He'll get a run off of turn 2. He kicks it sideways. Williamson still holding the advantage, smoking the tires. Andy Logan in the middle of turn 3. One more time. Williamson does everything he can to hold off the charges. In the dirt goes Andy Logan, trying everything to get around that 6 car. He'll go to the outside into turn 3. This time by Williamson holds the bottom line. And here comes David Logan. It's going to be the Logan brothers going to work on that 6 car of Williamson. Tight 4-car battle shapes up coming off of turn number 2. Williamson still your leader. Andy Logan holding 2nd spot. David Logan behind, and the Ed Brown number 2 goes to work coming off of turn 4. What a battle. We've got only 5 more laps to go. Timmy Williamson looking to pick up his first ever Legends car win if he can just hang on here. 5 more to go. Williamson's Ford dirt tracking it off of the turn. Now look at a 3-way battle heading into turn 1. Brown, he shoots to the outside. Contact between Williamson and Logan. They bump. Still a dead heat heading into turn number 3. And we've got contact. Tim Williamson collects the 10 of Andy Logan. Logan sitting there sideways on the speedway. That's going to open the door for the 06 of David Logan, and we've got a caution out for the 10 car. Down in the deuce. And here we go. A little bit of a slow start. David Logan shows the way. Eddie Brown in tow. Shrine in 3rd. It looks like they break away from Ted Richard by a little bit. And here comes the 10 of Andy Logan and Tim Williamson. They're not going to make it to the front, but they're going to do all they can to move up. Still up in the front, the 06 David Logan shows the way. Eddie Brown in 2nd. Here comes Paul Shrine. He goes to work on Brown's car. One to go this time by. David Logan shows the way. He's going to have to hold off another 3 more turns. The challenges of the Deuce of Ed Brown in the 74F up Paul Shrine Jr. And here they come. It looks like your winner will be the 06 of David Logan. Ed Brown and the Deuce just nips the 74F of Shrine, the 74 of Teddy Richard, the 101 of Gilbreth. And it looked like about a dead heat between the 29 of Eddie Lapine and the 10 car of Andy Logan. Andy coming back several spots there at the end. David Logan. Just a minute, David will pop out of the car and wave to the fans. And real quick, David Logan is sponsored by Jack Nicholas's Golden Bear Tours and the Murray Logan Construction family-owned business. And there he is, David Logan from Jupiter, Florida, everybody. Great run here tonight, and I tell you what, it's time to get back to modified racing and to call the action. David Westerman. David, take it away.
Tell you, we really thought last night in Orlando that David and Andy were going to run 1-2 over there. It looked like they were going to do that. They won the heats last night together, and Ed Brown was able to get him in some lap traffic last night, but boy, David wasn't going to be denied here tonight, and Andy wasn't running bad either, so guys are really putting on a great show in these Legends cars wherever they happen to go. Starting on the front row, Jeremy started racing in the modified division here last year. Doug Catalano moving up from the Auto Trader Street Stocks and Q Auto Accident Attorney Figure 8 a couple of times this year. Green is out. We're underway. And it's Gerstner in the 70 grabbing the early advantage. Jimmy Thompson quickly moves to second. Mike Bell right up into the third spot in the 29. Danny Curry bumping a little bit here with the 0 of Jay Steele as they battle in behind Catalano's car. That's for fifth spot. Double wide back to several positions. Now Luke Hill gets a jump on Chris Robbins. Robbins tries to tuck it in underneath the 3 car. Timmy Moore couldn't do it. Timmy will force his way through there, and Chris Robbins say, whoa, he and Robbins get together. Timmy Moore turned down to the inside of the racetrack. Vern Patrick going to leave that green on as Timmy's trying to fire the 3 car up. He'll get it out of the way. Will stay under green. Jeremy Gerster still setting the pace in the 70. Mike Bell trying to chase down the 11 of Jimmy Thompson. Now Ralph Bowman, he gets into the 88 car. Chris Robbins out of turn 4, getting everybody stacked up. Robbins trying to get her back underway so he doesn't lose a lap. Goes out on the track right in front of the lead car. Jeremy Gerstner trying to get around him going into turn 1. And Chris Robbins battling to stay on the lead lap. So far he's been able to do it. Question is, will that cost Gerstner some track position? Robbins has a pretty fast car, and he's beginning to pull away from Gerstner now. Gerstner seems to have the measure of the cars right behind him at the moment. And no need for him to make an attempt to race the 88 car anyway. Danny Curry's the guy on the charge now. He's reeled in Mike Bell's 29 machine. And we've got us a good battle going on for second, third, and fourth. Luke Hill runs in the 5th position as he tries to track down the front runners. Already moving up to the halfway signal in this one. Halfway in tonight's Domino's Pizza Open Wheel Modified Feature Event. Gerstner's led it all the way so far the first 10 laps. Thompson, Bell, Curry, and now Luke Hill beginning to fight it out for position. We got a good battle going on also for 6th between Jay Steele and Ronnie Larson. Ronnie working that outside lane, trying to get around Jay Steele. And there's good racing all the way back through the field. Going to have more lap traffic, it looks like, for Gerstner to deal with here. And of course, he's still got Chris Robbins, a few car lengths in front of him. The Last car on the lead lap, and Chris Robbins trying to close in on these other cars to get around them to pick up some positions. Yancey got together momentarily with Leonard McHugh. McHugh's car seems to be a bit off the pace now as he dives down to the inside of the racetrack. Chris Robbins goes around. That's a pass fourth position. Gerster moving up to try to put McHugh a lap down. And McHugh not giving him any room at all. Again, Gerster trying to find a way around Leonard McHugh to put him a lap down. Gets run right down into the speed bumps. Gerster moving up the track a little bit. Got into the 21 car. McHugh gets the move-over flag from Laverne Patrick. This time he will move over, but Jimmy Thompson picked up about half the distance he lost to Gerster. Now he comes up behind McHugh, gives him a tap in the rear, moves him over out of turn 4. Problems for Mike Bell as he's hit by McHugh's car. And Mike Bell pounds the wall here on the front straightaway, your third place car. Jeremy Gerster comes back out in the 70, but he's going to be way at the back of the pack. As the green comes out, we're underway. Jimmy Thompson, can he take advantage of Jeremy Gerster's misfortune again? Can Danny Curry make it 2 in a row? Curry gives him a little love tap, makes a move to the inside. Danny Curry goes for the lead. Here comes Luke Hill in the 41, moving to the inside to take over second spot. And look at Ronnie Larson now in the 58. He dives underneath Thompson. He wants to get the third spot. 17 laps in the record books. We're winding down to the end of this one now. Danny Curry never won a feature before last week. Can he make it 2 in a row tonight? 2 laps to go for Danny Curry in the 77. Luke Hill is strong, but I don't know if he's going to have enough to get Danny Curry. Ronnie Larson's right on his back bumper, too. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. Right down to the wire. One last chance for Luke Hill in the 41 as they'll come down to the checkered flag. It'll be Danny Curry making it 2 in a row. Well, they always say once you can get the first one under your belt, the rest of them start coming a little bit easier, and Danny Curry, I guess, could say that for sure. Checkered flag, Luke Hill finishes in the second spot. Ronnie Larson coming in for third in the... All right. Making his way out of the car, second week in a row for victory lane for him. Well, let's hear it for Danny Curry. He's your modified feature winner again tonight. 2 straight. He's on a roll. Can anybody stop him? We're going to have to put a bounty out on him pretty soon. I don't know. Boy, he's getting tough out there. You get that taste of victory lane, you'll want to keep there. So we'll get some photos. Let's set your lineup for the late models. Here, new Sunshine Speedway caps, all kinds of bumper stickers, T-shirts, toy cars, everything you can... All right, here we go. 25 laps of late model racing. Green is out. We're underway. Buddy Kelly uses that pole position to grab the early advantage. Leverock tucks in there. Oh, watch it. Man, oh man, bumping and banging through 3 and 4 like a street stock race. Again, Bowman down on the inside trying to shove his way past Roy Hosmer. And here comes the 1-car Wayne Jefferson in behind him. Sammy Congo was the one that got the worst of that, got a big dent in the nose of the fast qualifiers car tonight. But he is still well up to speed trying to work underneath Tom Chambers. Up front, Buddy Kelly still sets the pace in the 66. The car on a charge now, Stanford to the 69. And here comes Bowman in the 2. Wayne Jefferson in the 1 car, holding on to the 5th spot. Right behind him, John Wachtel. And your fast qualifier tonight, Sammy Coghill running way back in 8th. Up front, Kelly trying to set the pace here. Leverock wanting to hold on to that 2nd spot, gets turned around and just clips Bowman's car, flattens the left rear tire on that machine. Or the 5 car. Buddy Kelly keeping that restart real slow. Now the green out, we're back underway. It's Coghill trying to make a quick move on Hosmer, who takes him right up to the wall on the restart. Up front, Buddy Kelly leading Johnny Stanford. Wayne Jefferson in 3rd. Bowman comes back out, loses a lap in the process. Again, Coghill trying to make a move on Hosmer, this time to the inside, going to try to make it stick out of turn 2. Here's Stanford. He's got room to the inside. Johnny Stanford trying to grab the lead. Buddy Kelly battles back on the outside. Slips high again coming off of turn 2. Stanford got hung up in the speed bumps that time, couldn't take advantage. And Wayne Jefferson now works to the outside on the 1 car. He's not going to wait on him. And John Wachtel, who had a great qualifying effort tonight as well, is right there set to challenge. And while they battle it out, Sammy Coghill's moving up as well. Here's the battle for the lead again. Stanford goes to the inside. He's got plenty of room this time. He's side by side with Kelly into turn 1. Buddy Kelly could be hung out to dry here now. Wayne Jefferson works through on the inside. No room for Kelly to drop down to the low side. Jefferson will move up to the 2nd spot. John Wachtel's going to follow him through. Wachtel got a little sideways. Kelly, though, unable to take advantage. Wachtel works through on the inside. Here comes Coghill. Coghill wants to pass both of them, but decides to back out of it. Up front, it's Johnny Stanford, Wayne Jefferson. Now John Wachtel to the 3rd spot, and here's Coghill up to 4th. And Buddy Kelly just can't get down to the low side again, and now, boy, he scraped the wall going down the back straightaway, did Kelly. That may slow him way down. He hit it a shot over there. Both right side tires. As the 14 car, Tom Chambers moves up and takes over the 5th spot. Stanford looks like he's got plenty of horses under the hood tonight in that 69. Jefferson trying to chase him down. Wayne's car is really glued to the low side of the racetrack. Stanford's car looks like it might have a little bit more under the hood, though. Halfway signal out in this one. 13 down, just 12 to go. John Wachtel in the 45, able to hang on to that 3rd spot. Coghill trails him behind, and Tom Chambers doing a good job tonight in the 14 car trying to make a move here. Oh, Tom Chambers got into the corner hard that time and gave Sammy Coghill a shot in the back end. Everybody continues on. There's a little puff of smoke every time Chambers gets back on the gas coming off the corners, but doesn't seem to be slowing him down any. Wayne Bowman trying to get around Hosmer in the 80. And again, Bowman running a lap down to the field. Just got himself on the lead lap with Hosmer, or on the same lap with Hosmer. The lap's starting to wind down here. Johnny Stanford. Johnny's the point leader, but he hasn't won a feature event yet this year, but he looks like he's on his way to do it tonight. He's got those brakes heated up. You can see him glowing as he goes into the corner. And right now he seems to have plenty of power to hold off Wayne Jefferson. That battle is for 3rd between the 45 of Wachtel and the 22 of Coghill. Coghill again looks to the inside, no room off of turn 4. 2 laps remaining in tonight's late model feature event. Sammy Coggill to the outside of Wachtel. We have got ourselves a battle for third. Wachtel holds him off though. White flag is out. 1 lap to go. 2 cars running behind back there. Sartori and Anderson get tangled up. Sartori ends up in the infield, out of the way though. On his way, the point leader takes his first win of the year. Johnny Stanford brings it home. Wayne Jefferson gets second. John Wachtel will finish third. Tom Chambers comes back for fourth. And Sammy Coggill will end up in the 5th position in car number 22. Transmissions Women's Enduro. Well, Johnny Stanford's been in the top 3, I believe, nearly every week all year long. That has allowed him to take over the point lead, but tonight's the first time he's had the big number 1 up on the board. The Interbay Marine Construction Special. You get a good close look at the paint job on that car this year. That is absolutely gorgeous. There is everybody. Johnny Stanford. He's your late model feature winner tonight. And he'll add to that point lead. He's had a great season so far, but what makes it even better is to get into the victory lane area every once in a while as well. And he gets the job done tonight. Got the whole crew down there, all the friends. 2 people they don't even know. He's going to pick the winning number in the 50-50 raffle here in just a moment. Right now we got a little bit of a chance here, a little better chance we had last time, so we're going to draw those, get those lucky numbers here now for your, relay the number up to me. Can tell me legibly the numbers. That means get Laverne. No, just kidding. 25. Bruce Carver will be in the 34. Shannon Lingell's in the 01. Donnie Tim, the number 84. Grasshopper Ron Veller will be in the 04 machine, and Jim Hool going to give it a run tonight in the 80 car. Well, here we go, 20 laps through the intersection. If you've never witnessed this before, are you in for a treat? Robbie Powell with the lead in the 25. Whoa, Carl Staten getting into that infield there. Kicking the dust up on the racetrack. Johnny Thomas in the 31 and Bruce Carver in the 34 getting all hooked up. Now Shannon Lingell and Randy Larson had gotten all tied up down there in the infield. They got apart to him. Larson was able to keep going straight. Well, look at Powell. He's built himself up a big lead in the 25. We're starting to get him strung out around here already. Ron Veller works through the infield. Shannon Lingell just having to drop off the pace, although Dwayne Doppel almost hit him while he was sitting there. All right, the leader, Robbie Powell, moves through. The rest of the field negotiates the intersection areas. Ron Veller's just got to sit and wait. He'll go a lap down in the process. Johnny Thomas still hanging on to the 2nd spot. Mike Leacock running in 3rd. Art Calkins was scheduled to start the 75 in this race, but did not make it out there. Ron Veller is having all kinds of trouble here with the 04. It's real slow coming through the turn 3 area, now waiting down in the intersection. Johnny Thomas in the 31 still hanging on to the 2nd spot. Mike Leacock works his way through in 3rd. Still no major altercations in the intersection yet. But we've still got a long way to go. Robbie Powell and Bobby Montezuma are about to become much closer friends here in just a moment. Oh, getting a little closer each time. Powell does have the advantage of having a pretty good sized lead. He can sort of time his way through the intersection. Montezuma, though, going to do it for him. He slowed down a little bit coming off the 2 to his way through there, but it's not going to get easier for him at all. And now things get a little interesting as Robbie Powell works right through the middle of everybody. Veller's off again into the infield of the 04 again. That car just not working up the par tonight. Powell again sneaks through the middle of the lap traffic. Leacock, Sinakosoff, and Davis putting on a good battle back there for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Watch it! And Bill Gerhardt in the 84. And again, Robbie Powell, he's got that cushion out front, so he's able to time his way through the intersection a little bit better. And the guy's actually battling for position. And Bobby Montezuma's about ready to become right in the middle of that battle. Here we go again. Powell again right through the middle. Montezuma wanting no revenge there, going through the intersection. Just slowed it down. Here's Powell again working his way through. Closing in on the halfway mark in this one. Things are not going to get any easier here for Robbie Powell. Gerhardt decides to back out of it and let the field work their way through, as does Montezuma. In fact, he's coming to a stop down here. Watch it. Oh, man. Still got a good battle. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th all right together. Meanwhile, Wild Bill Rivard. Oh, Carver. Man, oh, man. Larson, the leader, almost got together. Things are not going to get any easier for Robbie Powell. Here we go again. Randy Larson not having one of his better nights in figure 8 competition. He's just hanging in there. Powell will get through the intersection cleanly this time. Everybody else makes it through in the top 5. Donnie Thomas has got Mike Leacock all over him. And look at Sinakosoff trying to make it 3 wide now. They come off the corner beating and banging. Oh, man. Thomas's car goes all the way up. Sinakosoff works his way through and takes over 2nd. That's where he finished last week, and that's where he is tonight. So far, again, everybody negotiating the intersection very well. Sinakosoff now sort of by himself in the 2nd spot. Gerhardt splits them down the middle. Here's your leader, Robbie Powell, gets the 2 to go signal. Excuse me, that's actually 7 lap. I'm still thinking it's last year. Yeah, we give you more. We give you more laps to try to adjust your pacemakers this year. Oh, Randy Larson having to sort of zigzag his way through that time. Robbie Powell's led it all the way so far. Here's Sinakosoff. Boy, he and Staten almost got together. Well, you just almost start to get the feeling now something's going to happen. Sinakosoff going to work his way right through the middle. Oh, watch Leacock coming through. Almost got Lingell. Now there's 5 laps to go. We're getting this all official. Now even 4. Boy, they're clicking them off now. Robbie Powell in the 25. Ooh, watch it here. Boswell timing his way through. Whoa, watch it. Oh, that was close. Oh, this isn't going to get any easier. Montezuma this time backs out of it. Leader Robbie Powell starting to move into some of the slower traffic. Whoa, watch out there. White flag out, 1 lap to go. And this one has gone all the way so far. Powell with just 1 more time through the intersection to get the job done here tonight. He'll work his way off turn number 4 and down through the intersection and across the stripe to take the win. Robbie Powell wins it. Chet Sinakosoff will come home with the second spot. Whoa, Mike Leacock hanging in there for third. Ron Davis will pick up the fourth spot in the 89, and fifth will go to the 31. Watch out here, my gosh. Well, it's not over till the last crash in the intersection takes place, right? Donnie Thomas got the fifth spot after running second there through most of the early portion of the race. Well, that's pretty good. 20 laps of green to checker figure 8 racing tonight. Sponsored by, of course, Q Auto Accident Attorneys. Guess nobody's going to have to call Leonard this week. They all made it through the Robbie Powell. There he is, everybody, your figure 8 feature winner tonight. Brothers Transmissions Women's Enduro tonight. Christy Walker, come to the tower, please. Christy, come to the tower. Driving the 93, Andy Green will be in the 12. Bud Spencer driving the 26. Tom Tatraszewski in the 78. Rick Taylor will be driving car number 5, and Matt Rotkis will be in the number 36. And all of our scheduled starters have made it out. So we are... All right, here we go. 20 laps of One Stop Auto Parts Mini Stock Feature Racing. Green is out. We are underway. Jeff Moore gets the jump here on the start in the 75. Takes over the top spot. Tom Zimmerman works his way up into the second position. Oh, we've got problems already. Tom Meyer and Jim Ellis got together coming off the corner. Meyer turned around backwards over there. See if that's going to bring out the caution. And let's see. Yes, it will. Meyer unable to get refired here in the early going as the green is out and we are underway. Tom Zimmerman hanging on to that second spot at the moment. Kelly runs in third. Hopper holding on to fourth position. Steve Pilo running fifth. And, of course, the odds-on favorite in any mini-stock race this year, Jay Zolciak, still further back in the field, trying to follow Dennis Valdez underneath the 82 of Tom Bennett. But Jeff Moore has built himself up a pretty good lead here now as Kelly tries to work underneath Zimmerman, whose car slides high in the corner. And Glenn Kelly takes over in that second spot. Doug Hopper trying to move through there now to take over in third position. Jeff Moore setting the pace. In fact, he's closing into laps of traffic here pretty soon. Further back in the field, keeping the watch on Zolciak as he makes a move now on Kenny Moore in the 55. That'll now put Zolciak up into the 9th spot. Excuse me, that'll be 8th spot, actually. Quite a bit of Dyson going on here. Some side-by-side racing as Jim Ellis up on the high line now. As Skip Buchanan trying to get around him for position. Leaders into some lap traffic. Doug Hopper in that 3rd spot now. Zimmerman has dropped back to the 5th position at the moment, and Buchanan challenging him now. Zolciak up to 7th, and he is going for 6th. Buchanan takes him right down to the speed bumps. Zolciak able to get through, make the pass for position. Getting around the lap car, the number 36. Zolciak now making a move for fifth. He's underneath Zimmerman to take that spot. We're not even to the halfway point yet. Jeff Moore in the 75 leads the way. Glenn Kelly and Doug Hopper trying to close in, and here comes Zolciak at the 69 car. Right up behind Steve Pilo in a battle for fourth. He's going to go to the outside of him off of turn 4. Halfway signal is out. Halfway in tonight's one-stop auto parts mini-stock feature event. Doug Hopper battling it out now for second spot with Kelly. And he's got his teammate Zolciak coming up right behind him. Hopper works the outside line, Zolciak the inside line. They're both going to pass Kelly on the backstretch, take over second and third. Buchanan in trouble. He slides to a stop. Oh, right in the middle of turn 3. Green flag remains out. Now we've got a big mess down here in turn 4. And caution comes out. Green flag back out. Here we go. This could be interesting. You got the two teammates now running right together. Zolciak brought his old car out of retirement for Doug Hopper to drive tonight. 36 car out of it. Zolciak works by, takes over the third spot. Tom Tatraszewski way off the pace here in the 78. Leaders will negotiate his car. Jeff Moore, Glenn Kelly, Jay Zolciak, Doug Hopper. Zolciak going to try the outside on Kelly again. They come off at turn 4. Zolciak trying to move up into that second spot. He's got it. Lap car Jim Ellis just in front of the lead cars. Jeff Moore in the 75 trying to figure out how he's going to hold off Jay Zolciak. Zolciak trying to make the move to the inside. He'll do it going down the back straightaway. Moore takes him right down to the inside of the racetrack, though. Again, Zolciak will try the inside line, coming down the front straightaway. This time he's got room and takes over the lead. Jay Zolciak out front in the number 69. Moves up to put a lap on Jim Ellis in the number 2. And they bump together. Ellis in the 2 car. Jeff Moore still hanging on to the second spot. Two laps to go for Jay Zolciak. As he begins to motor away from the field again. White flag will be coming out this time. 1 lap to go for Jay Zolciak. Battle still on for second, third, and fourth. It's not over there yet. Here's Kelly in the 16 trying to make a move on Moore. Zolciak's going to win it. Moore's going to hold on for second. And coming home fifth will be the 81 of Steve Pilo. All right, we'll make his way out of the car here momentarily after yet another win this year. It's his 4th straight feature event victory. Here's Doug Hopper, who come home fourth, driving the backup car tonight. But there's your winner. Jay Zolciak does it again tonight in car number 69. Once again, that 68 car is for sale. And Jay was telling everybody that if I sold his car tonight, that he'd give me $100, right, Jay? So, get down there and buy that 68 car. It's a real fast car. Doug, he put the Tracy Rumsey in the 3. Mindy Sutherland will be driving the 90. Jackie Jettle will be in the 45. Tonight. The ladies getting a chance to duke it out here as the green flag comes out. We're underway. Desiree Brown in the 81 will grab the early advantage here. Sue Schlope in the 48 trying to make her way around the outside of the 05 of Kelly Fuller. And keep your eye on that 31 car of Susan Houston. She'll be fast for sure. And whoop, Deatra Higgins having some problems with the 76, way off the pace at the back of the field. Angie Grant in the 66 trying to get up to speed. Whoop, a couple of them in trouble down there. That's the 2 car. Donna Cropper having some problems down there in the 50, also in some trouble. Robin McHugh. And we got the 05 car spinning around there to the infield. Kelly Fuller. Way at the back now. Leader still, Desiree Brown. Sue Schlope in the 31 car of Susan Houston trying to chase her down here. Mindy Sutherland in the 90 has worked her way up to 4th in the 45 of Jackie Jettle. Moved up. There goes the 05 again over in turns 3 and 4. She'll get out of the way again right in front of the leaders. That happened. Susan Houston looking to the inside here. We got another spin over in turn number 3. That's the 94 going around, Shelley Dame. Mindy Sutherland looks like she may be the fastest thing going out there right now with that 90 car. Boy, she is on the charge. And Jackie Jettle's been closing in too with that 45. Sue Schlope way up high. Susan Houston with a big push at the 31 car. There goes the 05 again. That's the 3rd straight lap she's spun in that same corner. Still a great battle up here in the front for the lead. Watch it here again. Sue Schlope, Susan Houston get together. Mindy Sutherland and Jackie Jettle right there together. Now Mindy Sutherland in a bit of trouble with the 90. She drops off the pace a little bit now. Here's Donna Cropper getting right back into it as Deatra Higgins pulls off the track. Obvious engine problems in the 76. She's had those from the get-go. Donna Cropper has gotten around the number 90 car, Mindy Sutherland, so that was a pass for 5th. Sue Schlope trying to make a move for the lead now. She takes it away from Desiree Brown in the 81. Sue Schlope in the 48. Jackie Jettle has moved up into the 3rd spot now, and Donna Cropper takes over the 4th position from Susan Houston, who has really lost the handle on that 31 car. Sue Schlope in the 48. The big lead with now 5 laps remaining. Watch out, Susan Houston just ran into the 2 car of Donna Cropper. About spun herself out. Mindy Sutherland got back around, so that's going to move her back up to 5th. Here goes the 73 spinning around over there, Helene Cartier. Oh, Helene, don't try to pull out now. The leaders are coming by. Great battle going on for second. Desiree Brown trying to hang on. We got a red coming out for the first time, just as we completed lap 12. All right, Laverne's about ready to wave that green again, and he does. We're underway. Sue Schlope got a good start there. Look at Jackie Jettle in the 45. That restart helped her get around Desiree Brown, and now Donna Cropper trying to do the same in the 2-car. 2 laps to go for Sue Schlope in the 48. Getting set for the white flag. We'll have 1 lap to go. And Sue Schlope could be on her way to victory. She's got a clear racetrack in front of her. No lap traffic to deal with. Jackie Jettle getting plenty of pressure from Donna Cropper for that second spot. But the checkered flag going to come out for Sue Schlope in car number 48. She'll take the win. Second spot to Jackie Jettle in the 45. Third to the 2 of Donna Cropper. Fourth spot to the 90 of Mindy Sutherland. And fifth will go to Desiree Brown in the number 81. And a 94 is running a little on the rough side right now. Race in the men's enduro coming up 2 weeks from tonight. So lots of great racing action here at Sunshine Action Speedway. She's made her way out of the car for her first win. Let's put your hands together for Sue Schlope, everybody. She wins it in car number 48. Great race for her, the top-notch cleaning special. She'll get those checkered flags tonight. Take a pin down there, and drivers will autograph those checkered flags or your programs for you. Yeah, give you a chance to stretch your legs a little bit and not have to deal with all that traffic trying to get out of here. And we appreciate drivers' cooperation to help us get this show run off real good tonight.